The existence under the water is something very mysterious. Not all the creatures living under have been discovered. There are still some species that don't like to be discovered by humans, and due to this mysteriousness, not only the mariners and scientists, but the common man also becomes curious. But still, the mariners are not successful enough to cover each and every single life that exists in the deep. Most of them are unstudied, and some of them are least studied. It's believed that the least studied creatures don't like to be touched when they're alive. That's why the mariners did not study them a lot. But these are merely assumptions. Let's have a brief tour of one of the rarely sighted species of underwaters. Initial introduction and morphology. The marine ecosystem is filled abundantly with the least studied creatures, and one of them is Magnapinna squid. They're commonly known as big fin squids. Like warfish, they're also seen as rare in the waters. This squid has a very distinguishing morphology. We'll talk about it later in the video. So if we talk about its distribution, this squid belongs to the Magnapinnidae family. Biologists have evaluated that this family has only immature species, means that only larval species are placed in it. But some of the adult species like bigfin or Magnapinna species also belong to it. There was a squid named longarm squid, which was captured on camera and thought to be bigfin squid, but later on the studies revealed that they both are different or maybe related to each other. The Magnapinna squids are a group of seldom-sighted deep-sea cephalopods, common worldwide in the forever black zone of the ocean at about 4,000 feet, means 1,219 meters below the surface. Only 4 species are known, all of which are different from one another by minute contrast. You guys know what? The Magnapinnas are rarely photographed due to the extreme depths in which they live. But an ROV in the Gulf of Mexico filmed the Magnapinna squid on November 11, 2007. It was impossible to identify which species of the Magnapinna was filmed due to the inadequate perspective on the subject's appendages. While very little is known about the Magnapinna squids in general, it's believed they grow up to at least 23 feet long, which means 7 meters long. So gigantic! Magnapinna squid appendages make up about 90% of their overall body. Marine biologists have theorized that Magnapinnas feed by dragging their arms along the seafloor, grabbing edible organisms. Alternately, Magnapinnas could wait for their prey to pass within the range of their floating arms and trap them once they become close enough. While they're rarely seen, the Magnapinna squids have been photographed increasingly more in recent years. It's a matter of time until a substantial amount of new information is collected. But the mariners have not stopped to study this creature and tried to find out more about it. NOAA in November 2021 came in contact with an enormously evasive creature in the Gulf of Mexico, a type of creature that has been filmed alive only about a dozen of times, if even that. Anatomy. The Magnapinna of bigfin squid is a family of evasive, seldom-seen deep ocean cephalopods that are known for their unquestionable, sylph-like bodies and large elongated arms. They're believed to live in intense depths worldwide, but experience with living bigfin squids remains strangely meager. This specific creature was sighted in West Florida, escarpment at the depths of 2,000 meters. The required size of the body is still unveiled, but if the double lasers are used in ROV, it can be discovered. The studies show that the Magnapinna squids can be found at a maximum depth of 4,000 meters. What's interesting about its discovery is that out of 4 existing species, 3 are known. But so little is known about them that it's entirely possible more remain undiscovered. Each recorded experience is enormously crucial in attempting to put together the puzzle of these creatures' behavior. The Magnapinna squids are known to grow to 8 meters in total length. These idiosyncratic creatures among the cephalopods have arms and tendrils that are of the exact same in length and visuals. These arms are placed angularly with the body, making the display of a bizarre elbow. Its stretchy tentacles have an extraordinarily long length. It's recorded that the tentacles can grow up to 20 times of the cloak size. If the videos are seen from a near view, we'll see its unusual large fins. These fins look like 2 flaps. These flaps help them to propel in the water by swinging. The movement of fins is designed in such a way that their heads look like a beautiful flower. Due to their uncommon large fins, they're commonly known as bigfin squids. Another reason for their fewer studies is that most of the cases are damaged and underaged. To add more to your knowledge, the deep-sea cephalopods are extremely variegated and extensive yet frequently veiled in an enigma. Fundamental biological and ecological information is deficient for several species, and very few basic facts exist. It may be because of the unattainable of their huge yet little inspected marine ecosystem. This is very strange that whenever the deep-sea animals are captured with trawling, they're always found to be damaged. This fact makes us reach very close to another fact that these creatures might have softer and delicate skin as compared to the creatures of the shallow waters. The big fin squids are supposed to be found in the abyssal and bathyal depths. In some studies, they were found to be horizontally moving, expanding their tentacles, filaments, and fins. They sometimes don't even move. Speaking of their color, their head and fins appear to be a dark color like dark brown, and their arms and tentacles were even darker than their heads and fins. They have dark rounded eyes, their filaments were white. Behavior. The latest studies revealed that the Magnapinna squids an ample arrangement of behavioral pieces that includes locomotion and postures. Their movement and their posture are different from the shallow water cephalopods. They move in the shape of a wave and swing their flaps like fins. Elbow pose. One of the most unique behavioral postures of the Magnapinna squid is the elbow-like posture. This posture has been observed frequently. These squids are supposed to prey on fish, as they were observed catching small planktons with their extremely small adhesive suckers. The aim of the elbow pose is still hidden, but the sticky nature of their arms and tentacles is assumed to be used in capturing prey. Filament coiling. In some pictures, the big fin squid was seen to coiling its tentacles, filaments. Life can be extremely assorted and a few times absolutely eerie. And when we try to explore the depths of waters, this can be true horrifically. To modify to the bitterly freezing extreme pressure and sunless ecosystem of the deep sea, several species have gone through particular modifications that make them able to pull through. The Magnapinna squid is among such creatures, with its strange physical appearance and gigantically long and willow-wild tentacles. It's quite a vision to inspect. Difference between arms and suckers. Sometimes it becomes difficult to understand the difference between their arms and tentacles because of their same appearance, but there's a clear difference. The arms of the Magnapinna have suckers in it, and they continue to the whole length of the arms, and their tentacles are sucker-free. Leaving few species, octopuses own no tentacles but 8 arms. On the other hand, squids own 2 tentacles and 8 arms. The custodian of the Smithsonian National Museum of Natural History and chief executive on squids, Dr. Mike Vicioni, spelled out that more often squids use their arms and tentacles for the purpose of feeding. This does not go for the Magnapinna squids. Biologists believe that they also use their tentacles and arms for the same purpose. Feeding. Speaking of their feeding system, there's very little known about their feeding process, but researchers came up with one theory that they haul their tentacles and arms on the surface, catching consumable creatures. And another assumption is that they directly use the confining strategy, staying still for creatures like zooplanktons to get confined to their adhesive tentacles. But still, their preying mechanism is undiscovered. Problems while moving. As a physical form of the body, possessing rod-like arms could cause an issue, making the squid vulnerable to adhering to and also twisting with the oceanic things. Although if you recall, there are not many things that could get tangled. Conclusion. To sum up, however, these Magnapinna squids are not achieved by human researchers. They're also unsafe because of environmental changes, more precisely with the atmospheric changes that are changing the temperature of the water and also the feeding cycle of aquatic creatures. Although the Magnapinna squids inhabit thousands of meters below the water surface, we should still not be smug, as in one way or another, our foolish choices can affect them erratically. With this, we'd like to end this video with the hope that you liked and enjoyed it. If you like our content, make sure that you like our video and do share your views and opinions with us in the comment section below. Subscribe to the channel to receive regular videos from us, and don't forget to click the bell icon to never miss an update. Thanks for watching, see you in the next one. Until then, peace.